So, Caught Stealing is the latest movie directed by Darren Aronofsky in which we follow a character portrayed by Austin Butler who, after he agrees to look after his neighbor's cat, he finds himself in a situation that gets worse and worse and worse. Before I continue on with today's video, I just wanted to say, welcome to my channel, everybody. For those of you who are coming by my channel for the very first time, be sure to hit the subscribe button so that you miss a feature video, whether it's a feature review, reaction, top 5, top 10, or whatever I have coming your way, and join me on my journey to 10K subscribers and beyond, because believe me when I say this, guys, you are not going to miss the cool stuff I have coming your way. And for those of you who are coming back to my channel, by the way, welcome back, everybody. You have no idea how happy I am to see your faces once again. And let's also start a conversation below as well. Are you guys looking forward to Caught Stealing? What are your biggest hopes of the film? What are your biggest fears about Caught Stealing? Let me know below. Alrighty, guys, so let's get into Caught Stealing.
Excellent!
When I first saw the trailer to Caught Stealing looked like it would be such a refreshing change of pace for Darren Aronofsky's movies. And by the way, this is coming from a big Darren Aronofsky fan. One of my favorite movies of all time is Requiem for a Dream. I mean, I love that film, even though, and I will say this, guys, that is a film that for its third act, I feel like I could only watch that movie, including that third act, maybe every once in a blue moon, just because of how raw it feels and how effective it feels. I mean, that is one of my favorite movies of all time, but it definitely leaves me feeling a certain way afterwards. Aronofsky just puts you in these rides of films that leave you just pondering and thinking, and they just make you feel a certain way that leaves with you for quite some time. But like I was just mentioning, when it comes down to Caught Stealing looked like it would still be a wild ride, but it would be, a fun ride. And man, I am very happy to say that Caught Stealing is a damn good time. It is a wild ride. The performances of Caught Stealing were all fantastic. Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz, Regina King, not to mention as well Matt Smith, Liev Schreiber, Vincent D'Onofrio, and Liev Schreiber. Oh my god, are these two so damn entertaining, especially when the movie takes a turn into their territory. I mean, this movie was already a wild ride, but once these two get into the picture, believe me, it gets even wilder. Regina King is such a great actor and singer in this movie as this cop. I thought Regina King just has this presence to her character, and not only that, she just has this great screen presence that whenever I saw her on screen, and by the way, as far as I'm aware, I mean, I know I saw her name and like the poster and all that stuff, but I completely forgot that she was even in this movie by the time I saw her character, when I saw her on that screen. She is definitely a very charismatic presence. She definitely draws you in because she's just that good. Matt Smith as well is so damn entertaining, and he is so damn funny throughout this film. Matt Smith has some of my favorite lines of the film, especially in a chase sequence that involves him, Austin Butler, and Regina King. This one chase scene is so good. It is so damn funny, and by the end of it, let me just say this, everybody in my theater was laughing hysterically. The MVP of performances here is Austin Butler. Austin Butler in this movie is just, he is so good, but really more than anything else, the reason why I like this character so much is because Austin Butler, he is such an entertaining performance, but not to mention as well, Austin Butler is such a likable actor, and just the look in his eyes and the pain that you see, especially when situations get to a certain bit in this movie, when a certain crescendo lands, and this movie continues to show why that this man is a star. Going on to something else that I love about this movie, and as you can imagine, that's Darren Aronofsky's directing. Darren Aronofsky makes his movies that put you on a wild ride, but here's the thing, while he puts on a wild ride, the feeling he leaves you with afterwards, he just makes you almost contemplate on a lot of things, and it just makes you almost look deep into yourself with the movie that you just watched. However, with Caught Stealing, while Darren Aronofsky still makes that wild ride happen, he doesn't leave you with that same feeling, and I will say, really, to some praise, I really enjoyed that about this movie. Sometimes I just want to go into a film knowing it's a wild ride, and I want the wild ride that leaves me going, dang! And man, I gotta tell you all that Darren Aronofsky definitely still makes that wild ride of a film that more than a couple of times, especially at certain points, I just went like, oh shit! Caught Stealing is a thrill ride that at the very end you're just going like, man, that was a damn good time. I felt that Aronofsky just put us on this ride, on this punk rock wild ride, that once it ended, you just had a really good time at the end of it. Mad Libertique cinematography here is so stunning. It has this very grungy feel to this very grimy vibe. They're definitely giving you a ride, and I mean a freaking ride, and that's an understatement. Now, I know that I keep saying this movie is a ride, but believe me when I say this movie is a wild ride, and it's an absolute understatement to even say that. Especially knowing that it takes place in the 90s decade, something that I personally loved as a person growing up in the 90s. I love the soundtrack to this movie, especially when I heard a certain song that, no joke, just got me right into a particular scene the moment I heard this song. But more than anything else, the thing that I liked about this movie the most is that this movie is just entertaining from start to finish. For a 90 to about an hour 40-minute movie, this movie flies.
Well, that's just fucking great!
Caught Stealing is most definitely a ride, but at the same time, that ride is also quite the flawed ride. One of the reasons why is because I actually found Caught Stealing, as entertaining as it is, I did find it to be quite a few times to be, well, predictable. There are a couple of big things that happen in this movie, like one in particular that it just, I don't think it necessarily called itself out, but seeing where some characters do go, you can just kind of get the feeling that, yeah, this character is definitely going to go this direction, aren't they? The storytelling in this movie, while it is still an entertaining ride, the deeper aspects of this movie I found to be quite hollow for a Darren Aronofsky film. Now, if you all saw my out of the theater reaction, I did say that this movie was definitely the least Aronofsky film, and this is what I'm getting to when it came down to the out of the theater reaction. I just wish that when it came down to the deeper aspects of this movie, that it did leave you with just a tad bit more with. There are times in this movie when characters, let's just say, make some very dumb decisions. There is one character in this movie that, to say the least, while this character is entertaining, this character just makes some very odd decisions that made me go, you know this is not going to end well for you. You know that, right? I mean, you seriously know that, right? I contemplated the questions and the choices this character was making, along with, I want to say, a few other characters in this movie.
Here we go.
So overall, while it is quite flawed, at the same time, Caught Stealing is a hell of a ride and a damn good time. All in all, I'm gonna give Caught Stealing a 3.75 out of 5. Caught Stealing may not be amongst Darren Aronofsky's greatest works, but at the same time, if you're just looking for a good time at the movies this weekend, Caught Stealing is that flick. Go check it out, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed my review of Caught Stealing. If so, please hit the like button, or if you dislike this review, hit the dislike button. If you all want to see any of my previous 2 reviews, please click it right there or right there. And of course, until my next review or video goes live, I will see you all next time.